Okay, this is the last video of the night, and I'll do a quick 360 just so you can see the beautiful scenery. You see it all the time, but different times of day, it's got a different atmosphere. And anyways, this is another memory I have. Back in the day, in the I think it's the early 70's, I played Little League football, and my dad would always take me to practice. I think he'd faithfully sit there and watch us practice. And I think he really enjoyed that. I mean, it sounds boring to me, but I think he came to a lot of my practices. And then after practices, he would often take me to Schoor's Drive-In. It was a Dairy Queen that was privately owned by the Schoor's family, who was the grandpa of my friend, Joey. I don't think I knew Joey very well during this period, but became more friends with him later. But anyways, at this Schoor's, they had a fish sandwich to die for, and I think it was halibut because I remember a sign on their walk-up window that said, "Get a fish sandwich just for the halibut." Kind of a joke. And anyways, they had this kind of a a combo meal box in this big old white box. It came with a sandwich, the fish sandwich, fries, coleslaw, and then I would probably get a drink or a Dilly bar in addition to that. And my dad, after a long, hard practice of football and sweating up a storm, he would take me for one of these, and oh my heavens, they hit the spot. Oh my heavens. Uh, I've I don't think I've ever had such a good fish sandwich since. By I have to admit though, if I'm honest, I think McDonald's does a fine job with their filet o fish sandwich, which was my wife's favorite when she was in high school too. She said she would always go get a filet o fish on the way home from school with her friends. Um, but now they're kind of the fish is getting smaller and smaller, the cheese is getting smaller and smaller, the sauce is getting less and less. Uh, but it does taste good, but it goes fast. It's like 2 or 3 bites and you're done. And it's a little pricey. If you don't get it on a special with, get some at least some free fries with it. I think the fish sandwich combo, which is maybe a fish sandwich, small fry, and a drink with it. I think it's something like $7, $8, something like that. And the sandwich alone is like $4.59, at least here in Bountiful. But it never used to be that expensive. But anyways, that's my plug for the McDonald's fish sandwich and Schoor's or Dairy Queen. I haven't been to Dairy Queen recently, and I haven't even tried a fish sandwich in longer than that. I'm not sure if all Dairy Queens had a fish sandwich, but the one near us was run by the Shores family. Oh my heavens. He was like Eastern European, big, thick eyebrows and dark hair and kind of a scary looking, menacing figure that thick accent you could hardly understand. But oh yeah, the Shores. Oh, I used to love, and their dilly bars that were today for. Okay, that's 4 minutes there. I think that's a good enough plug for that. But I should have added this to my favorite restaurants of the 60's and 70's. It did not come to mind in Salt Lake City. It's been long gone, but it in my neighborhood that kind of went away. Dairy Queen, Shores, Dairy Queen, and then Arctic Circle became the thing. And then it became privately owned by the family that ran it, and it became Shivers, and that thing was my go-to for so many years. But um, was so sad to see that go. Shivers. Anyways, thank you for listening. Bye bye.